When I'm Not Podcasting is back. Let's go with another episode. Taking yourself serious on dating apps. Is that now a thing? There was a time where I actually did kind of take myself serious on dating apps because I thought you could actually meet real significant relationships. And I did meet some really quality people. It's amazing how long ago it was, where maybe about 15 years ago, I actually did get to see, I did get to talk to girls that were, something else, man. It was like, man, I remember the time where Love at AOL was actually quality. I remember when eHarmony was a really great site and you could really meet people on there. And I'm telling you, I met quality women on there. And if you really follow that personality profile, let me tell you, that doctor, whatever that guy was, that he did a good job. Like that personality profile, you had to go through that like for an hour to get through that. But it was pretty good at matching you with people. But then again, everything just got watered down, and the kind of work that you did to kind of create a good algorithm to get the right people in front of you. Well, because now we just have people that want to just go ahead and screw around. They just want to have sex. Sex. That's what they want. Sex. Go to Mashable.com. They talk about now when they have somebody that puts in their profile, I'm looking for someone who doesn't take themselves too seriously. Rachel Thompson writes, sincerest apologies to anyone with this line in their dating profile. But if you want my advice, you should probably reconsider immediately. Your intentions were, of course, in the right place, but to many well-seasoned daters, this is a highly prevalent statement, a major red flag. To me, that means a number of things. It means code speak for I'll make offensive jokes and say, chill when you don't laugh. Another possible subject is I won't put labels on a relationship and I'll call you a psycho if you ask me to. And what's that? I'm getting a strong whiff of I'm an emotionally unavailable. In my experience, no good has ever come to saying don't take yourself too seriously in any person, real life interaction. It's a little like telling someone to calm down in an argument. One surefire way to have the exact opposite effect, a desired outcome. Rachel's right. The idea of dating and putting out, you got to leave a little bit open to find out who the person is going to be. You're never going to be able to filter somebody down through a profile description, let alone if you have it where it's kind of lengthy. Nobody's going to read it. So put what's necessary and just be blunt about what you want. Take themselves too seriously. Do you understand that when you pick somebody like that, then that means you want a jokester. You want a person that won't take you seriously or won't take making a relationship serious. That's an oxymoron. Why would you want to undo that to yourself? Unless you really don't care. But then again, if a guy reads that, if I read that, don't take themselves too seriously, I feel like you're probably on an easy lay. You might just be considered that. That might not be what you want to be perceived to be, but that's what it sounds like. That's not a good idea. Sometimes you just need to be flat out about what you want and who you are. I'm pansexual. I'm asexual. I'm not looking for sex. I'm just looking for friends. Seriously, I'm not looking for friends. I'm only looking for friends, right? Because then a lot of women do the same thing. Like, I'm just looking for a friend. Just looking for a friend. But you have to go ahead and overact. Like, you have to just really somehow communicate that you don't want a guy to come to you for sex. And I guess the one thing that happened when I was being really much of a nice guy, I would take the dating profile seriously and I would ask, what is it that you really want? And I felt like I had to ask that question over and over. What is it really? What do you want in a guy? What do you really want? I want to be that guy. I want to be the guy you're looking for because I think you're cute. I think there's something about you that I like. And I want to be that guy. But of course, no woman's going to open the door and tell you, well, this is the secret to getting me and getting through my chastity belt. No, I'm not going to get that either. But what happens now is that you read some profiles and you say, you know what? I don't need to worry about this person. I'm just going to move along. Guys are very visual. And when guys here don't take themselves too seriously, no, just say you're a lot of fun. You like to hang out. You like to do fun things. You like to laugh. When you say you like to laugh, you like to have fun, you like to go out, that means you don't take things so seriously. That means you hope the other person will like to have fun and not take themselves so seriously and have to feel like they're bookworms and they have to like analyze you and try to figure out who you are. That was the biggest thing I used to do. And it really, really was stupid. And I will tell people that are online dating now, quit trying to analyze women. Don't do it. I mean, you could analyze maybe a little bit here and there, and maybe that will be a better way than you asking questions left and right. But the truth is, you talk to them. But the thing is, you need to make sure that you put the right kind of mindset of who you're looking for first. And then you flat out just say what you're looking for. What is the kind of woman you're looking for? Listen, you can't be afraid of the girl rejecting you. And the same thing for the woman. You should not be afraid of the guy rejecting you. Doesn't happen as much, but you know what? If the guy is trying to reject you, that's respect on them. They're doing the same thing they would expect you to do. And if the guy doesn't take getting together with you seriously, that is important. Because if the guy is acting like he's not seriously all caught up on you, so he's not going to be all caught up on you and try to call you every other day or try to text you and ask, how you doing? Hey, how are you? You okay? You know, how was your day? You know, how was the weather? Like, how was work? How was dinner? How was lunch? You don't want that shit. You really don't. Ask yourself that. You might like the attention, but you want the right kind of attention. You want like something from him. You want like real sincere commentary and stuff that he's talking about. And he doesn't need to be putting it out there and like to be like have to go like back and forth text for hours. You don't want that either. You want a guy that's just there like, listen, he's thinking of you. Once in a while, just drop a message in and say, hey, I'm here. I was thinking of you. You know, you say something that will be a callback to what you guys have talked about, whatever it might be. But then remember, if you're going to talk to a girl or a guy, you're making a purpose for getting on the phone or getting on text to say, when are we going to get together again? But the thing is, you're not just saying, when are we going to get together? You're going to answer that question for them. You're going to offer an option, not many options, an option. They say, hey, I want to get together. I want to go and check out this new Chinese restaurant. Meet me at 7:00 tonight. I want to go catch a movie. Maybe not on a movie, not on a first date. So say, hey, I'm going to go catch this guy in concert. I'm going to go catch a comedy show. I'll get you a ticket. Come meet me at the show at 8, whatever. And the thing is, you make time. Hey, I'm going to go to the park. I'm going to go walk around and get some exercise. Why don't you meet me up there at like 5? Create the moments for that person to say, yeah, I want to get along and get together with you. Because then they're interested because they like you. And that's the bonding that you get. But again, you don't behooving to that one person. Listen, you're just dating somebody. You're not held on to them. You're not exclusive with them yet. You haven't made anything exclusive. So the thing is, that person doesn't say yes, then find the next person you like that you want to take out. That's the whole point. You don't take the dating so seriously until that person's serious about it. Until there's actual serious feelings that are coming from it. That's what you take seriously. Not taking themselves too seriously. You take the relationship seriously. That's what you want. Another person writes out on a Hinge profile, I'll fall for you if you have a kind heart, don't take yourself too seriously, and aren't afraid of public displays of affection. When she asked the good people of Twitter how they felt about this popular sentence on Hinge profiles, 569 people responded to a survey of hers on Twitter. 55.9% stated it would be a hard pass if they spotted that line on someone's profile. 24% would give them a chance. 20% said they wouldn't care. Now, it doesn't matter because there are some people that will go ahead and jump on the profile and talk, especially if they see if it's a girl's picture and they think she's cute, then yeah, sure, they'll give it a shot because the girl's cute. Even if they're not putting out a profile that sounds really interesting, they might still give it a shot anyway. The seriously phenomenon she talks about is in Harpy magazine. Althea Sandover mused about the patriarchal connotations of straight men stipulating they're looking for women who don't take themselves too seriously. These seriously bros want a certain idealized woman who isn't stuck up or high maintenance. They want a woman who doesn't think too highly of herself to ever date guys like them. Truth is, high maintenance or stuck up, that's upon you. If you like the girl and you're interested in her, she might actually kind of just mold into what you want to be together, because you both will change with each other. And maybe she's high maintenance or stuck up because of how she's around other people. But maybe that changes around you. If you like her, don't cancel her out. Do not filter her out of your choices of people who you want to be with. Again, and most important, when you see a girl that might be high maintenance or stuck up, if you like her, most importantly, guys, do not put beauty on a pedestal. Respect the beauty, appreciate it, but remember, look at her not for her beauty, but for also the wisdom she's starting to grow and learn. And appreciate and respect her for who she is and her aspirations and her career moves and her ideals and what she wants to be and who she is. That's what's most important. I think women want to be respected. They want to feel like they're at one, they're at equal. And so that's what you do. Now, this line, as we heard about, single male daters have pointed out, it's very prevalent in women's profiles too, suggesting it might be really time for everyone to retire this hackneyed phrase. Aside from being overused and somewhat loaded in its meaning, the line doesn't make sense to her. She asks, have you ever come away from an interaction and been like, I like her. She doesn't take herself seriously. I certainly haven't. It's a very admirable quality to believe in yourself, to back yourself fully, and dare I say, seriously. Nothing is sexier than someone with justified, empirically backed, confidence in their own ability, talent, and aspirations, not to be confused with arrogance, delusion, and baseless confidence. Above all else, recognizing your worth is honestly vital when you're in the dating game. In order to be seriously considered as a partner by someone, you must take yourself seriously first. And a dating context, well, also you should know your worth, know your value. And most importantly, you do not devalue yourself with who you're with or who you're interested with. You don't hold back and demean yourself or humiliate yourself at the cost of trying to win somebody over. It doesn't work. You got to be yourself, and you got to know your value. You got to appreciate your value. She's absolutely right here. In a dating context, taking yourself seriously means knowing what you want and asking for it, and not settling for a nebulous, no-label situationship if that isn't what you're looking for. Taking yourself seriously also translates as setting boundaries and maintaining them. Daters, if you're looking for someone who will laugh at your jokes, even when they're not funny, just come out and say it. You might actually find someone willing to do that. But if you want to be taken seriously in the 2020 dating stakes, I'd recommend ditching the aforementioned tired line. I completely agree. Let me know what you think. Put in the comments here on the YouTube feed on this video, or send me an email, kickofpodcasts@yahoo.com, and I might go ahead and do a video about your responses. Until then, I'll talk to you next time.